What's up, my dudes? Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a most excellent day today. Now, some of you may be wondering where I've been recently. Why haven't you seen me on your recommended list, popping up on YouTube or anything? And I've been checking and I haven't been appearing anywhere. The analytics are showing that I haven't been appearing anywhere. And that is because I got hit with a false copyright strike. The backstory is, about a month ago, I made a video shouting out 5 smaller furry YouTubers who I thought could do with a boost. And I thought, a nice little video just to help some dudes out, give them a bit more reach. What can go possibly wrong? Well, let me tell you what can go wrong. Someone can take offense at me giving them a shout out and giving them a free promo and throw a copyright strike my way. So you all may remember the video itself. It featured me talking while in the background played clips from 5 furry YouTube channels. And I was essentially bigging them up, giving them props, telling you guys to go check them out. There was nothing gnarly about the video at all. Well, one of the people involved, they must have seen the video and I don't know why, I don't know what was going through their head, but they thought it's a good idea to throw a copyright strike at me. But they didn't do it straight away, no. They actually messaged me a couple of days later saying, did you make this video? And I'm like, yeah, that was me. And then nothing. They ghosted me for about 2 weeks. And then suddenly, I'm coming home from delivering a fursuit with the other half. I get in, I check my computer, and there's this great big bloody note saying, you've been hit with a copyright strike. What does this mean for you? So this was my first ever copyright strike. So understandably, I was a little bit shook up by this. It's like, what the hell's going on? Why is someone hitting me with a copyright strike? And I'm looking further into it and I'm seeing it's on a positive video. I haven't been trash talking anyone. So what's going on here? So understandably, my first course of action is to go chat with the other furry YouTubers, check out the community, see if any of them know what's going on. The whole while I'm reading up on the legal side of this, seeing what's actually going to happen, the effects it's going to have on my channel. Now the two that they advertise is that you won't be able to stream until the strike is gone, and you won't be able to get monetized while the strike is there. And the first one is a bit annoying because I was planning on doing some streams, and the second one is really annoying because I am on the cusp of getting the channel monetized. I got the 1,000 subs, I just need the 4,000 watch hours and I'm almost there. So having this happen was a little bit annoying on that side of things. But it's the unofficial side effects that really grind my gears. I mean, what they don't tell you about copyright strikes is that as soon as they happen, the algorithm turns off for you. Game over. You have no support from YouTube. While you've got a copyright strike, they nerf the shit out of your channel. They do not push your videos, which is why you probably haven't been seeing me on your recommended list. They flat out drop your videos. And I've got evidence of this. I mean, check this video out. This video, Furmeat video, most recent Furmeat video, it was going off like a fucking rocket. There was no stopping this thing. 1,500 views in like 6 days. It was going places. And then the copyright strike hits, bang, it just stops dead. It got like 20 views over 3 days. Then it's like the YouTube algorithm was just like, that video doesn't exist anymore. And then we got like 2 more videos, a regular length one and a really long video that also were going nowhere until the absolute legend Simple Nix gave me a share and a shout out. And it's only when it actually got put on his platform that suddenly my videos started going places. And I'm thinking, okay, this one, it's a really long video. It's 30 minutes long. That's understandable. But this one's a regular length video. And it's an interview with a fursuit maker. So, what the hell's going on there? And then the icing on the cake. The cherry on top. A nice little 4-minute quick video. Something that's easy viewing for my dudes out there. Again, YouTube just didn't push it. You check out the analytics. And it's like 90% of the views came through my man Simple Nix giving me a shout out. No one was getting it on their recommended feed or anything like that because the algorithm's like, this channel has a copyright strike against it, we're not promoting their shit. But anyway, little bit of a tangent there, back on subject. I had been hit with this copyright strike now. Most furries would have just rolled over and taken it. I've seen it before. Furries are very conflict averse in general. You hit them, a lot of them, they just take it laying down. Well, that's not me, my dudes. When I got hit with this copyright strike, of course I'm gonna fight this thing. So the first thing I do, while I'm still chatting to the other half who is also upset, and the furry YouTuber community, who were outraged by this false copyright strike. I was appealing against it as I was chatting to them dudes. And I looked up the legislation. Now, if anyone knows me, you know that through my profession, I am really good with legislation. I can look at a piece of legislation and I can decode the law talk and know exactly what it says. And I'm going to refer you guys to Section 30, Paragraph 1 of CDPA 1988, which essentially is the UK law on, copyright, and in this case, what we call fair dealings, also known as fair use more commonly. And that is that you can use footage from other places as long as it is, in a review form. There's other words that go with this, but effectively it's the review form that we're looking at here. Now, my original video was a review video of 5 YouTube channels. So I am using that footage as for the purpose of review. Therefore, it is covered under Section 30, Paragraph 1, CDPA 1988. Therefore, I have got the legal right to use it under fair dealings, also known as fair use. Sorry for all that legal talk. So I put all that down onto my appeal, submitted it to YouTube. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Off it goes. Now, you can understand that I am a little bit frustrated at this point, and I do make a tweet saying, why the hell is someone copyright striking me when I'm trying to give them a shout out? And to specify that it wasn't any of the other 4 people in the video, I made sure that everyone knew it wasn't the other 4 people in the video. Now, one of the things that they have accused me of is doxing them. But I am going to refer you to this screenshot of my YouTube channel, of the specific video, showing that as soon as they submitted their copyright strike, it was public knowledge through YouTube who did it. So I didn't dox them. I did not put their name out there. I did not bring a bunch of hate on them. They doxed themselves by submitting a copyright strike. They put their name on my channel on the video saying this video is no longer here because it has been taken down by this person. So anyone thinking that I doxed them, you'll need to check yourselves right now because I didn't do the doxing. They doxed themselves. And quite a few of the other furry YouTubers were quite upset by this. I mean, the false copyright strike is a gnarly thing to the channel itself, but it has wider ramifications. If people start doing this, throwing false copyright strikes about, like what's going on with Dan the Wolf, it has rather gnarly connotations to the furry YouTube as a whole. So the whole of the furry YouTube community were quite upset with this. A few of the people did approach the person in question and ask what was going on. And this is the gnarly part. Now, I have proof that this was manually done. This wasn't an automatic thing. Check out the screenshots on your screen right now. They manually submitted this copyright strike. But they were telling their friends, oh, no, it was automatic. This was entirely automatic. I didn't do this. YouTube did this. Now, what kind of gnarly type person lies to their friends like that? I mean, straight up, blatantly, this wasn't a little fib or this wasn't an accidental lie. They lied to their friends' cyber faces. What the hell? But anyway, another slight tangent there. Back on subject. The appeal has been submitted, and effectively, this gives them 10 to 14 working days to sue me. Essentially, that's how it works. I've submitted a counterclaim against their copyright strike. They have to sue me to enforce the strike. Simple as. I'm not going to sue them in 14 days. If they don't sue me, the copyright strike is gone. My channel is back to normal. The video goes back up. I'm going to edit them the hell out of it because I don't want to be promoting someone who's going to do this kind of shit to me. Simple as. Now, I'm figuring that any reasonable person would contact me at this point to talk it through, get this copyright strike dropped because, at this point, it's just destroying their reputation amongst the furry community. But no, it took like 2 whole days and a whole ton of call-out posts from, people. Like, check this out. Shadow Raccoon made a post referencing this copyright strike and saying they know the person in question watches them, so, sort this out. And it effectively took the whole furry YouTube community coming together and telling this person, you need to sort this shit out, for them to actually contact me to talk it out. Now I'm figuring, okay, we're talking now. we can get this copyright strike dropped early, right now, and I can get back to doing my Furry YouTube channel. And I lay it out straight. I say, look, if you drop the strike now, no hard feelings, I'll edit you out of my video, we'll be done with this. I won't take it any further. I won't make a video on the subject, nothing like that. But if you make this go the full course, then, I'm going to edit you out the video anyway, but there's no stipulations further what's going to happen. And of course, I lay out that there is a third option. They can sue my ass if they really want to do that. I have solicitors on retainer, will go down that route, no problem. Now, through my job, like I said, I'm very good with legislation. I have been in court quite a few times using legislation to put my point across. Never as a defendant, by the way. So, if you really want to go down that course, we will ride that rodeo and we will see who comes out the end. But, Section 30, Paragraph 1, CDPA 1988, it's on my side, dude, so just don't. And do you know what their response is? Do you know how they come back at me? They're like, well, I have 2 points. Even though point 1 and point 2 in their email was effectively the same thing. They wanted me to apologize to them. Now, me, the person who was given their channel, their small little YouTube channel that, in my opinion was way underrated at the time, they wanted me to give them an apology for giving them a shout out. And then they wanted me to give them an apology for doxing them and sending a hate crowd at them. They said they got threats. They put it in the email. They got threats. So, naturally, I'm going to ask for evidence of these threats because I'm not going to go berating my community if these threats didn't exist. So, fair play. I need support and documentary evidence of those threats. But I'm not going to apologize for doxing them because, like I said earlier, they doxed themselves. They submitted the copyright strike. They put their name out in the public, not me. So, what the hell? I am not going to apologize for something that is not my fault. If anything, they should be the ones apologize. Now, they say in this email that they contacted me and I didn't respond. They say they contacted me on August the 1st. Now, I want to point out, they contacted me on July the 31st and I responded on August the 1st. Here's my response. And do you know what they did? Absolutely fucking nothing. They didn't respond. They ghosted me. Not a thing in response. So, dudes, check yourselves right there. So, having this frankly outrageous email in hand, of course, I respond to it. Here's my email, essentially laying out the fact that I have CDPA 1988 on my side. I'm not going to apologize. What they're demanding is tantamount to blackmail and laying out the facts. And of course, they ghost me. They don't provide any support and evidence of the threats or anything like that. Which brings us to where we are today. Now, the current situation is I've got a couple days left on that copyright strike appeals period. Once that's done, the copyright strike is going to be gone and I'm going to upload this video. I have not heard head nor tail from the person in question. They have not contacted me. They have not sent messages through other means. They've blanked me. The entire furry YouTube community is aghast that someone tried, a fellow furry tried to use the copyright strike in this manner. And I have effectively suffered 2 weeks of having zero reach on my videos. And, again, I am thankful to the furry YouTube community as a whole for coming together because they have supported me through all this. I've been given shout outs, I've been shared, I've had people talking about my YouTube channel. And this has in fact meant that I have actually had views. My YouTube channel has grown because the furry YouTube community as a whole has been like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm not having this. This dude hasn't done anything wrong. They've come together to help me. But anyway, back on subject. Current situation is once the strike is gone, I'm going to be going back to making my usual content. You're going to be seeing me on your recommended lists again. A lot more of you are going to be seeing me because, like I said, Simple Nix gave me like 3 shout-outs during this time. And each time, I saw a massive jump in the people watching all of my videos. I am going to continue making shout-out videos. I know I'm not going to ask for permission before making those videos. you're all going to get these surprises and be like, oh cool, Shrapnel shouted me out. Because, I love doing what I'm doing. I love giving shout outs to other YouTubers because I know how hard it is to be a small YouTuber and to not have any reach on your videos, even ones that, are really good, getting like maybe 50 to 100 views and if I can help furries who haven't quite got the subscriber count, haven't quite got the audience yet, then I will, because, people have done it for me, I'm going to do it for others. Pay it forwards, my dudes. And the channel that did this to me, well, I know they've come off worse for this whole experience. They have ruined their reputation amongst the furry YouTuber community. Before this, they were getting interviews with some really big name furry YouTubers. And after this, I think they're going to really struggle to get any of those people on because the community knows what they've done. They know about the false copyright strike and the way this channel tried to abuse YouTube's system against me. I don't know why they did this to me. I mean, there's theories. Some people have mentioned that they do have a rather, medium-sized TikTok following. Possibly they were insulted that I called them small. But at the end of the day, they are small. They don't have the audience on YouTube. So me giving them a shout out would have benefited them. I don't know if that's the reason. They've lost friends over this. I know several furries who were close friends to them who have now cut ties, and I get regular messages from these dudes being like, is there any updates on the situation with the strike? And I'm like, yeah, they haven't dropped it. They're making this go the full course. And that's the dickish part about all this. The fact that this person is making this last so long. They're dragging this out. They could have ended the copyright strike after my first email. They could have just been like, okay, my bad, I'm sorry, stopped the copyrights, called it off. There is a button that lets them do that. But no. They've dragged this out. The full 10 to 14 working days required for my appeal to go through. 10 to 14 working days where I've had zero reach naturally. My YouTube has been stifled by them. I've seen, if I hadn't got the shout outs, my YouTube would have just had 2 weeks of nothing. And the other half, the Conifer, has been telling me, why are you uploading videos if you're not getting any reach? What's the point? And it's very simple. I have to upload the videos. Otherwise, when the strike is gone, the YouTube algorithm is going to see I haven't uploaded anything in 2 weeks, and it's going to drop me anyway. So I have to keep pushing my videos, even though I know they're not going to get any natural reach. Because of the YouTube algorithm, she is a fierce mistress, and she must be obeyed. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning into this video. Like I said, this was originally caused by a shout out video, and I still do stand by my shout outs of the other 4 YouTubers. So Grizz the Wolf, Benji the Beagle, Novelly and Panda Jen, these dudes still, in my opinion, top class furry YouTubers. Go check them out. If you enjoyed any of my videos, obviously this one's a bit of a gnarly subject, but consider joining my Patreon. You dudes are most excellent, and I love all of you for supporting me. Consider joining my Discord. It's a great place to come hang out, meet other furries, and generally have a good time. But other than that, I hope you have a most excellent day, an amazing weekend, and I will see you dudes in the next video, okay? Take care, ta-ra.